The fight against money laundering is a huge challenge for financial institutions around the world. With financial crime on the rise, institutions are increasingly looking to artificial intelligence to help them get the upper hand. Silent 8 is a technology company leveraging AI to create compliance platforms to stop bad actors for the world's leading financial institutions. Martin, with Silent 8, what are you doing to prevent financial crimes?
We're helping big financial institutions right now. HSBC Bank, Standard Chartered Bank. These are all big global banks, big global insurance companies. And we help them with the prevention of financial crime by helping their team of investigators with additional resource. This additional resource is our artificial intelligence tool. It just learns all the best practices that investigators are doing and then can automatically conduct an investigation end-to-end without missing anything and come up with a decision what to do with the particular case.
What is the size of the problem you're trying to tackle today?
It's massive. Like around the world, like $2 trillion are being laundered every year. We're talking about $2 trillion US. Some people say 5, but it's like 2 to 5 type of a range of dirty money that's been moved around.
It's going largely undetected.
1% is being seized.
And so what are the elements of the AI that enable these improved decisions?
So we first try to learn why investigators are coming up with decisions that they do. So we look at all this past work, and you're trying to extract what was the good things that you were doing, and we also extract sometimes what were the bad things that you were doing when making these decisions. So then we allow our customers to say, I like all this stuff that you've learned. Please memorize it and use it. I don't like some of this stuff maybe that you've learned. Please forget about it, and we'll just retrain some people and just use it as a good example how to improve our operations.
And in terms of like a success rate for the investigators, going from that 1% seized to the hopefully much greater percentage, what do you think is achievable?
So I think we can push it much further, but on all our implementations right now, and we have dozens of those in the very large financial institutions, what we're looking at is okay, how many decisions are there need to be made? Usually it's millions per year. When I see that our software is making, for example, 80 or 90% of all these decisions, it means, and I see that they're made with high consistency and nothing is overlooked, everything is checked, and I leave only 20 or 10% decisions to be made by people, I just know immediately that they will just do much better job when they will have more attention. They will be able to spend more time on digging into all these maybe some kind of harder cases, and it will be much harder to criminals to go through the system. All of them are very motivated, so if something doesn't work, they just kind of try a different route.
Well, and on that point, it's interesting because this is one of the unusual cases when there's actually a basis for global financial institutions to cooperate.
Yeah.
Have you found a willingness between your big customers to cooperate?
Yeah, we're working on the 3, we call them a moonshots projects right now, something that I don't know if it's going to work out. We're putting money behind this, to work with very big organizations and with very big institutions globally. And I just see them, we've raised recently $40 million Series B. Some of this money is going to these moonshot projects, significant amount, because I just can see that it's not only that we're helping single institutions. Like you just said, the whole industry needs to change on this kind of on more a collaborative way. So we want also to enable that, and that's why we're working with some of the very large institutions that I cannot name right now, but hopefully even one of these things would work out. It would be a massive change compared to what we're seeing today in the market.
Well, and I'd expect an exponential improvement in the strength of the AI being able to have that kind of collaboration happening.
You're right, and this is something that we're observing right now already. So even if we're learning something in one place, ability that our product is getting better, and we can apply some of these learnings into other places, we're just making the whole thing for the whole world more consistent. Right. So you cannot just really walk next door and just try to repeat the same thing that didn't work. Maybe today you can, but that's the future that we're trying to create. That you won't be able to do things like this.